Good morning from Las Vegas. This is Ameya. I'm an offshoring consultant. I've come to Las Vegas to attend one of the industry expo on contact center and BPO industry. And I've come for a morning walk and thought of filming these videos because that will be helping for you guys especially. So today's topic I'm going to cover is about 4 mistakes done by the contact centers in the beginning stage, in the early stage of their business. So which are the 4 top main mistakes is done. By the way, it's a beautiful morning. Let me show you the morning as well. So it will be engaging for you guys. There's a school over here. You look at those beautiful mountains. It's amazing. Okay, so coming back to the topic, which are the 4 important mistakes done by the startup small contact centers I'm going to cover up in this video. Okay, so let's talk about the 4 important mistakes done by the startup contact centers. The fourth one is not having a project plan. So in many cases, what I have seen is when the contact centers they start, when the entrepreneurs they start their business, I don't see they even have a project plan. So they don't know the competition, they don't know the pricings, they don't know which industries they are targeting. Uh, when I ask them which are the industries that they target, they say like any industries, any geographies, and any services. But that's not the answer. You have to be very specific. You have to have your own niche when it comes to targeting or starting your contact center. What happens is once you decide a particular niche, particular industries, you start getting used to the questions asked by those industry owners and experts in your sales meetings. That's one thing. Second thing is you also understand what is the demand in that particular industry, which services are they looking for, what are their pain points, what is the pricing that they're looking for. So these are some of the important things which will help you when you actually do the project plan also helps you in budgeting, understanding how much capital you will need, then the layout of the contact center, which technologies you will be needing. So all those questions will be answered in a project plan, or we can say a business plan. You can take my business plan, ready business plan, on my executive program on offshoringconsultant.com, or you can even make your own, or just contact any chartered accountant or company secretaries. They will help you in that in case if you need any expert advice. So that's about the project planning, but project plan is extremely important, extremely important. Without that, I suggest, not to go into the business or not to start the business. So the third point is not having enough capital. So many contact center businesses, they even start their business without a proper capital in hand. So there's no capital, or there's not enough capital. They don't have investors or financiers, and with very minimal capital, they're thinking to start. But what happens is that if you want to grow the business, you're going to need a capital for your business. You're going to need that investment. So that investment will be required, especially in the initial days of the business, when it comes to marketing, business development, sales, traveling internationally, attending conferences, meeting people, networking events. Even the networking events also, they charge you a lot. So yeah, those things will be required, and for that you need to have a good capital. The best example about, just I remember about the networking event. So yeah, even I have come for this networking event in Las Vegas. It's a contact center expo in Las Vegas, and yeah, it they charged around 150 to 200 US dollars, and I came all the way from India just to attend this expo and then have some meetings, just for that. So it will be required in the initial days. You need to have this type of meetings and networking events, which are very important. So that's the third point. The second point is investing heavily in infrastructure. By the way, let me show you the street. 1 o'clock in the morning, the sun is just rising. You look at the cars. It's a very pleasant climate. everyone is busy going to offices. Okay, coming back to the topic. So the second mistake is investing heavily in infrastructure. So again, relating to the first point which we discussed about the project planning. So if there is no proper project planning done, many businesses, they even invest heavily in the infrastructure. So fancy infrastructure, whether the office furniture or the IT side of it, especially the hardwares, fancy dialers. People get everything, like the entrepreneurs, they get everything. But initially, I suggest until you have a strong sales pipeline ready, until you are having multiple conversations with people, and then when you have a strong sales pipeline, you're very sure that at least few clients are going to come on board. Only then you should invest in your infrastructure, because it's all dependent on that, what kind of infrastructure or IT infrastructure you're going to need. That's about the second point. And the first point is not focusing on client acquisition as required, or paying upfront fees, which is the biggest mistake what I see. That's a number one mistake what I have seen. So startup entrepreneurs, sometimes they're really good at executing or giving the services, the business operations side, but when it comes to the client acquisition, they don't have the experience, or they don't know the marketing. Um, they don't know how the sales cycle works. What is the marketing funnel? They don't know how to acquire the clients. They have never done that. So then it becomes challenging, and then they look for the easy ways just to pay the brokers upfront fees. These brokers, they call the upfront fees in a different ways and different names for it. You call retention fees, upfront fees, deposits, security deposits, refundable deposits, brokerage commissions, software fees, data fees. I don't know what. Then there are many names for it, but no client ever will ask you for any kind of fees as long as you're giving the best services to them. So I always recommend that instead of paying, and I have seen companies have spent thousands of dollars, even from the Philippines, India, the US, even in the US. I mean, I'm so surprised that the service provider is in the US, clients are in the US or Canada, and then they are paying upfront fees to the brokers and agents. It's just not required. So the clients, the potential clients are right here, whether in the US or Canada or Australia or the UK. You can directly get those clients, and then just by meeting them, attending networking events. There are multiple ways of doing it. I have explained it in my videos. So it's simply not required to pay any upfront fees to anyone. Just invest that money in your own company's branding, marketing, promotion, networking. That's going to help you a lot to bring clients on board and the revenue on board. So that's in today's video. The 4 mistakes done by the startup companies, mid-sized companies in the early stages of the business. I'm here in Las Vegas to attend a industry expo about the contact center industry. I'm sure that if you're watching this video, I'm sure you are associated with the BPN contact center industry. So share this video with at least 2 to 3 people in our industry, so even they get benefited. Don't keep this knowledge or information just to yourself, but share it with people. Meanwhile, I will take my walk, and I'll be going to the convention center just in some time. If you guys have any questions, you can directly put that in comments, or you can also message me on WhatsApp. My number is +91. If you guys have any questions, you can put that in comments, or you can also message me on WhatsApp. My number is +91 9511 841 Or you can also visit my website is www.offshoringconsultant.com. You can book my Zoom meeting there. So that's it in today's video. I will see you in the next one.